Good morning. This is Jackie from Design Your Health Journey. Today I want to talk about one of my secrets to my weight loss success, and maybe you can incorporate this too. My secret is my husband. One of my secrets, I should say. I have others, and I might pass them on. That's another thing. Anyway, one of my biggest secrets is my husband. He's Moroccan, and in Morocco and in Islam, people like to cook big dishes of food and put it on the table, and everybody eats and eats and eats and eats until they can't eat anymore. When you're done eating, you'll put your fork down or your spoon down. Or tradition in Morocco is when you eat couscous, you use your fingers, and when you're done, you're going to use the bowl and clean your fingers and use towel and clean your fingers. That means you're done. So they eat and eat and eat until they can't eat anymore. And even if they know there's just going to be a couple people at the table, they still make this huge dish of food. And if they can, I mean, some people are poor and they put whatever they can, whatever they were able to gather for the day to cook. But anyway, when we first got married, I was doing the same thing. I was living in Morocco, and I was trying to cook like how they do and like how his family does. And he was developing problems with his stomach and issues with eating and his intestines and stuff like that. And I know from working with doctors and stuff that that wasn't a good thing for him. And I needed to change some stuff. And I thought about it. And I said, hey, a good, healthy American portion is so huge, it would be perfect for two here. Or perfect for me and my husband. It would help me with my portions control, and it would help him with not eating too much either. And we just like to share everything. So I started making smaller portions. When I cooked, I just made a huge American dish. That was it. No leftovers, no nothing. And when that was done, it's done. And put it on the table, and we would sit and we would eat, and that became the norm, and that's what we still do. And when we go out, we go to a restaurant, we're ordering one plate of food. When we go to family's house to eat, or we have people come here and eat, we eat off the same plate. And anything, I mean, something as simple as maybe an ice cream cone. It's hot out, we want an ice cream. We're not buying 2 cones, or if we have it in the freezer, we're not getting 2, we're getting 1, and we share the 1. And that's helped with portion control with both of us. And if I eat something that maybe I'm not supposed to eat, like ice cream, not that I'm not supposed to, but because right now I'm at the maintenance part of my life. I'm down lighter than I thought it was going to be, and I'm at a point where I can eat. I know how to eat and how to maintain where I am, so I can incorporate ice cream or whatever I want. But just the norm is just splitting everything, and it feels natural to me that way, and it feels natural to him. I mean, if he goes to go get a snack from the kitchen, he's not thinking to himself. He'll come back with whatever it is, whatever he's got, and he's always gives me the first bite. So that's helped with healthier eating, healthier portions, and I use that information to pass on to somebody who I'm helping coach. She's morbidly obese, and she was okay with how she was living in her weight, but the problem is she's a single mom to a toddler who's morbidly obese, and she was getting snide remarks from people because the baby, I think she's 4, almost 4, is huge, and she's she's saying she tried everything, and she doesn't know what to do. The baby will throw a fit because if you try and take the food from her, or you don't give her enough, I need blah 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 blah, and she pretty much spoils her, gives her what she wants so that she'll stop crying, and that's what led her to the problem which she's dealing with right now. I gave her the idea of the sharing the plate, and I explained to her about my husband. I said, maybe that will be a good bonding thing for you and your daughter. I said, I know it might start a a habit that might be a pain in the neck later. I said, you can deal with that issue later. But for now, we're trying to change the way that she eats. We're trying to help the little girl lose some weight. And I said, maybe mom can lose a little bit of weight too. I says, you lead by example. She's not going to want her food taken away from her, but mommy gets to eat everything she wants. So she's like, that's true. So I said, maybe you think about it, give it a try. And I said, I'll give you a plan for yourself to follow, and you incorporate with your daughter. I said, we'll get her on the low carb thing, and I said, right now she's at the age where basically it's calories, but as heavy as she is, cutting that sugar is going to help her. I said, she's going to be facing diabetes soon, if not already. I said, you need to check that out and make sure that that's not an issue, and check her cholesterol and all that other stuff too. So anyway, I was just talking to her yesterday, and she told me, but this I had talked to her a couple months back about, and she told me she's been doing it, and she said it worked like that. It's a bonding experience. She said they start to cook together. When she comes home from work, they cook together in the kitchen, and they make their dinner together, and then in the morning too, and they share everything. And she said the little girl is losing weight, and she's losing weight as well. And she said she doesn't know how much because she doesn't have a scale that can weigh her. And the scale at Publix says that it not doesn't go high enough to weigh her. But she said she knows that she's losing weight because her clothes that she wears, she doesn't have that many that fit her. So she wears like the same thing all the time. She says all of a sudden now they're looser and they're more comfortable, and some other stuff that she bought that were too tight she can fit into. So I said, oh, you lost a significant amount if you're getting into stuff that was too tight. And she goes, yeah, maybe. And she's like all excited, but she's liking the bonding experience, her and her daughter spending time together and cooking, and her daughter's enjoying all this, and making plans when they go to the store. Oh, let's get this, mommy, let's get that. And they watch shows about healthy eating and stuff like that. And they're playing more. She's taking her out and getting her more active and around kids. And so it's a good thing. She used to she said she was like almost hermit, like she would avoid people, and it was just her and her daughter sitting home, and she's realizing that that's not healthy. And so I didn't know all that either, that she was like hiding out. So she's getting out and she's doing more, and they got a lot of work ahead of her. She found out that the little girl has high cholesterol from the way that they were eating. So she's working on that, and she's going to check again before she goes to school. She's going to take her for a physical and see how she's doing. But in the meantime, they got a routine going, and it's helping her. So I thought maybe that might be something that you could do with yourself and your significant other. Maybe, share your dinner together and portion control that way. Explain what's going on and what your thinking is, and see, that could be a bonding thing for you and your spouse, and or a friend at work. But at work is when we tend to deviate from the plan a lot more, because you need the extra energy, the mental stimulation, all that kind of stuff. So you make excuses and say, oh, when I go home, I'm gonna watch, but at work I need this. Well, maybe you can have a partner in crime at work to help you stay on your path. Something to think about. But you never know. Anyway, I thought I would pass on that, and maybe another time I'll pass on something about, other secrets that I use. But in the meantime, this is Jackie saying, keep on keeping on. You can't get ahead if you keep looking back, and I don't know, I'm trying to sound like a wise old lady. Just keep going forward. Every step forward, even if it's just a little bit, you're still going forward. And just if you keep going that little bit, you'll get ahead. If you keep saying, well, I should have, you're going nowhere. Don't be a should have, be a do. That sounded really weird. Anyway, take care, and I'll talk to you next time. Bye.